Glinda, is it true you were her friend?
I've heard it said that people come into our lives.
You're beautiful.
Wicked for Good hits theaters today. It's the second half of the blockbuster Broadway adaptation, picking up right where last year's film left off. It takes us back to Oz to see what happened as Dorothy Gale drops into the story and the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good found their pathways and how their choices changed everything. Sounds magical. Griffin Yeager is here to talk a little bit more about this. It's hitting theaters this weekend. Okay, so is it worth heading down the Yellow Brick Road back to the theaters to check this out?
I got to start off by saying that I am a theater kid. So for someone like me, this is a real treat, and we've been looking forward to something like this. So just transparently, I wasn't going to walk into this and probably say that I wasn't going to enjoy it.
Okay.
But for those who don't know, this is essentially Act 2 of the Broadway musical being adapted. So when we finished off with the first movie, we saw Glinda and Elphaba having to make choices. Elphaba has now, realized that the wizard is not really who she thought he was, and she's decided to leave the Emerald City, and there's this heartfelt goodbye between her and Glinda, and now we've got a little bit of a time jump getting into part 2. So Elphaba, played by the amazing Cynthia Erivo, is now branded as the Wicked Witch of the West. Glinda, played by Ariana Grande, has stepped into the spotlight as Glinda the Good, and she is now the public face of the wizard and Madame Morrible. Fiyero, played by the ever so charming Jonathan Bailey, is now captain of the guard. And the people of Oz have been taught to really fear Elphaba, but Fiyero and Glinda know the truth behind her intentions. Here's a little taste of that.
Good.
Glinda the Good!
You can't resist this.
Who could?
Well, you know who could.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
And just to quote Grande there a little bit, seriously, who could resist that? So first, we got to start off. This is a musical, so we talk about the performances here. Cynthia Erivo has proven once again that she is just show-stopping. Her vocals are spellbinding. Her rendition of the song No Good Deed, it's epic. It'll leave you with full-body chills. Ariana Grande also, of course, shows her vocal chops. That's no surprise. But really what we get from her here is this amazing, emotionally layered acting performance that really leaves you in your feels. We also get 2 new songs in this film, which is very exciting. Jonathan Bailey, again, so charming. He's got a duet with Elphaba that sort of really touches your heart. And Jeff Goldblum, of course, brings that, energy to the wizard that we haven't seen before. Important to mention, this movie really connects the dots with the Wizard of Oz and Wicked. So we get to see and sort of empathize with the Scarecrow, with the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, how they came to be. It made some adjustments from the stage show that I thought worked, but also important to note that there are some criticisms here. A lot of fans feel like it didn't need to be split into 2 movies, especially since some people would say that they prefer the Broadway Act 1 over Act 2 because they see it as, the more iconic songs. But here's the thing, it's emotionally rich. It'll allow you to feel all the feels, and it will leave a handprint on your heart.
Okay, so let's say there's people like me, perhaps, who haven't seen the first one yet, so maybe it's not a good weekend to see the second, but what other options are there at the theaters? Perhaps something with some Canadian content.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. Our Canadian pal, Brendan Fraser, he's back in the spotlight with a movie called Rental Family. We first heard rumblings about this during TIFF. It's his first lead role since he won that Oscar for The Whale, and he plays an actor living in Japan who has been hired by this agency to be in real situations with real people. Now, my colleague Jackson Weaver actually got a chance to speak with Brendan Fraser about why he decided that this was going to be his next project. Here's a look at that.
Okay.
It's a story that stands apart from anything else that I had seen, and it certainly gave me an opportunity to do something I hadn't done before. And on top of that, travel to Tokyo to work with Japanese filmmakers on a film that's about connection and finding it in a very busy, busy world.
So exciting to see him back in the spotlight with this new film. You know, whether you got your tissues ready and you want to go see a musical that'll make you dance, or you're ready to see that Canadian icon back in the spotlight, there are choices at the box office. Maybe a double feature.
Maybe a double feature. Okay, love it. Thank you for my weekend plans. That is the CBC's entertainment reporter, Griffin Yeager. Thank you
so much.